All right, so we're going to start with our knees out wide and our big toes close together. And remember, when you haven't warmed up your hips at all, you might just kind of start shifting to get down into that space. And try to keep your chest and head lifted until you can settle into your hip space. And then start working your arms forward. And as always, if it bothers your hips or knees, just come up onto your forearms so you have that elevated hip space. And then we'll work our fingertips to the front. So as you crawl your fingertips forward, try to send your tailbone back at the same time and take a nice long inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, try to crawl your fingertips further forward, lengthen your spine, send your tailbone a little deeper, and again, take a full breath. And exhale. And then on your next inhale, slide your hands back, shift your torso forward and tuck your toes. And then press off your palms and send the weight of your hips to your heels. So we'll dig into those arches of the feet a little bit. And again, maybe you do a little shifting to help move that stretch throughout the arch. And then we'll come forward with your shoulders straight over your palms and your knees directly under your hips. Press off your palms and round into cat spine. Tuck your tailbone and tuck your chin and really open up that space between your shoulder blades. And we'll inhale there. Then as you exhale, it should feel like your palms are pulling back. You'll lift your heart forward and lift your tailbone. Let your belly button drop. And then exhale, round again. Hold on your inhale. Exhale, drop the rib cage. Hold on your inhale there. One more time. Exhale, press round. A little bit deeper on your inhale. And exhale, drop it down and look forward. Here, as we come back to our table space, I want you to tuck your toes again. And then as you push off your hands, keep your knees bent. And then reach your rib cage through toward your thighs. So you're trying to get your head and chest closer to your legs than your arms are. And then start lifting your tailbone up and let your heels reach toward the floor. So starting to build some length through the back of the legs. Turn your head and look under your left arm. And then turn to center and through to your right. And then back to center and lift your heels and bend your knees and bring your knees to the floor and drop your toes under. If you like that tap out of the top of your feet, go ahead there. Then you're going to take your left arm forward just a little bit out so it's kind of right underneath your head. Just take your right arm out to the side, and we're going to take that right arm up, and you're going to bring your fingertips to the base of your skull. And then try to nudge your elbow toward the ceiling. So we're just trying to open up that shoulder and chest space. Hold, inhale. Then exhale, take that right elbow and see if you can tap your left thumb with it or work in that direction. And then again, press off your left hand and reach your right elbow up. And then reach down toward that left thumb. And then release, bring your right hand down. Move your left hand out of the way so your right hand can take its place. And then as you push off your right hand, take your left arm up, opening your chest, bring your fingertips behind your ear, and then try to nudge that left elbow toward the sky. So we're opening through the rib cage into the front of that left shoulder. And then we'll bring that left elbow down close to your right thumb. And then push up again and rotate, reach that left arm up. Nudge that elbow back. And then one more time, reach toward your thumb. And then release. Bring your left hand down. As you move your right hand underneath your shoulder, tuck your toes, and we're going to go right into that down dog again. We're pressing our palms forward, lifting the tailbone, reaching the chest through. Take a nice deep breath. And exhale. Inhale, come forward and walk your hands or toes out so you can find your full plank this time. Tone into your belly space, lengthen through the back of your neck. Now bring your right knee so it almost touches the floor. Then push your right heel back. Then bring your left knee in and push it back. So we're just warming into that core space. Again, the right knee and push back, and then the left and push back. This time that right knee is going to come all the way down. You're going to take your shoulders back and tone that belly space. Then take your right arm out front and lift your left toes to the back. Now on your exhale, you're going to sweep your arm to the right and your leg to the left. And then you'll sweep back out and lengthen. And again, we'll reach out to the side with the arm and the leg. And then we'll reach out front. Then you'll bring that right hand down. Your left toe comes to the floor and you'll step your right toe back into plank. Again, tone your belly space, lengthen your spine. Bring your left knee down. Then push it away. And then your right knee. And push it away. Then the left. And back. And one more on the right. And back. Then that left knee will come all the way down. The left arm will reach forward over the ear and then lift your right toes. Brace into your core. And as always, you can lift the toes of your left foot to challenge it if you'd like. Then the left arm goes to the left, the right leg to the right. Find that core strength and then reach back out long. And then sweep out away from your body, arm and leg. And then reach out long. And then bring that left hand and right knee down. So we come back to table. Let's stretch out those wrists. Take your right hand, flip it over so your palm is up. Your fingertips are pointed toward your knee. Now press off and round into cat spine. Feel a nice wrist stretch there. Then drop your rib cage down into cat spine. Then release that right wrist. Flip your left wrist over. Again, palm up, fingertips toward knee. Press round into cat spine. And release into cow spine. Then we'll release that left hand. We'll walk our hands further forward here. Sorry. Shift your shoulders forward, so now we're in our knee plank. Tuck into your belly space and hug your elbows to your ribs. You're going to slide your hips back and drop the top to your feet, and then slide your elbows forward and lift out of your heart. So remember, you have several options here, either Sphinx pose with 90-degree elbows, Cobra with the elbows lifted part way, or hands all the way back and extended arms for up top. It's just wherever it's working for you. Take a long breath, inhale. Then exhale, lower your rib cage down. Here we're going to move our hands off our mat in what we call our lizard fingers, right? So we're on the fingertips and our knuckles have a little bend to them. As you press off your hands, you'll lift your heart, then you'll lift your right shoulder up and back, and draw your left shoulder across like it's trying to touch the floor. And then lift that left shoulder up, and bring your right shoulder across, reaching it toward the floor. And then that right shoulder comes up. We'll do it one more time. Bring that left shoulder across, you're looking to your right. And then that left shoulder comes up, and you draw the right shoulder across. And then you bring it back to center. Lower your rib cage down and move your hands in alongside your ribs. Take your belly button, pull it away from the floor. Press off your palms, come up to those knees again. Tuck your toes, come out to your full plank. All right, let's put this together. Ready? Shoulders back. Exhale, press into your down dog. Look back at your toes. Inhale, lift your heels, come forward to your plank. Tone your belly, bring your right knee toward the floor, then push that right heel away. Bring your left knee down, push that left heel away, right knee down, push away, and left knee down. Push away, beautiful. Right knee comes all the way into table. Right arm reaches forward, left toes lift to the back, and maybe your right toes lift. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, sweep the arm and leg out to the sides. Inhale, reach them back out long. Exhale, sweep them out to the sides. Inhale, reach them long. Bring that left toe and right hand down. Step your right foot back. Then bring both knees to the floor for knee plank. Let your elbows hug your rib cage as you lower your hips. Pull your shoulders back. Either slide your hands forward for Sphinx or Cobra, or keep your hands back for Up Dog. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lower your ribs and move those tented fingertips out. Draw your rib cage off the floor. Take your left shoulder up high and draw your right shoulder across. Exhale, lift that right shoulder high. Draw that left shoulder across for lizard. Nice. Inhale, come back to your center. Lower your ribs down. Move your hands into the sides of your body. Tuck your belly away from the floor. Press up. Tuck your toes into plank. And then into that down dog. Looking back at your toes, press off your palms. Lift your tailbone and deepen your heels. Then lift your heels, come out to your plank. Again, that nice strong belly space. Left knee draws in and pushes away. Right knee draws in, try to keep your hips up and even, push away. Left knee, push back, and right knee, push back. Here that left knee comes into table, shoulders away, right toe to the back, left arm forward. Maybe left toes lift, inhale. Exhale, you sweep away from your body with the arm and the leg. Then inhale, you reach out long. Exhale, sweep away. Inhale, reach out long. Bring that right toe and left hand down. Step your left foot back. Tap both knees to the floor. Hug your elbows to your wrists. Drop your hips, drop your toes. Again, move your hands forward for Cobra or Sphinx, or come up into your Up Dog. Exhale, lower down. Those tented fingertips move out, shoulders away. Press, lift your rib cage. Right shoulder high, left shoulder draws across, lizard. Inhale, left shoulder lifts, right shoulder draws across. Again, we lift. The rib cage lowers, the hands move in. Draw your belly away from the floor, press up, and this time we'll slide into child's pose. Allowing your hips to release. So we should be nice and warm. We've worked on some core, we've worked on some balance. We've warmed up that spine. Let your forehead rest heavy. So if it's not resting heavy with your arms out front, fold your arms in and let your forehead rest there, because we don't want to put any strain on our necks or our foreheads. Maybe reach your arms alongside your body. We'll stay here for a long inhale and a long exhale. So remember that deep sighing breath helps relax your muscles. And then we'll round the torso up, and you'll have your knees straight ahead. So if you're comfortable in hero, this is hero pose, where your knees are straight ahead and you're sitting on your heels, then you can stay there. If it's uncomfortable, then lift up onto your knees. Take a deep breath, inhale. Now on your exhale, sweep your arms behind and let your arms fold across your lower back. Now, press those forearms, and you can maybe even grab your opposite elbows behind you, right? If that works for you, or you just, maybe it's wrists, it's whatever works. Do a big shoulder roll, and then draw those shoulders back and just move your gaze up a little bit. Right, so we're really working into that front shoulder space today. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Then release your fingertips down and move them in next to your knees. Tuck your toes and come to the back of your mat. So as you look down, adjust your feet to hip distance, and then draw your hips up. Spread your toes wide, and let your chest drop toward your thighs. Take a long breath in and exhale. Now move your hands onto your shins and lengthen into flat back. Tailbone straight back, top of your head forward. Now I just want you to bend your knees a little bit and bring your hands up onto your thighs. So you're going to keep your spine long. As you drop your tailbone down, press off your legs and lift your heart forward. And then bring your arms out front and then fold your elbows. And I like to use that concept here. Hold your elbows out and balance a glass on each elbow.
right? It can be a glass of the beverage of your choice. Shoulders are back, and we don't want to tip those glasses over, but we're going to lift our heels. But keep those elbows up. Can you lower your tailbone down? And then sink back into your heels and wiggle your toes. Ready? Engage those inner thighs. Can you lift your heels? Don't drop your glasses. Lower your hips down. And then press back to your heels. One more time. Lift your heels. Keep your glasses level. Lower your hips. And then press back to your heels. Then move your hands to your thighs and lift straight up. Give your legs a little shake. Should warm them right up. Those balance squats. Take a nice deep breath. Inhale to the sky. Turn your palms open, and we're just going to swan dive. And sweep your fingertips toward your toes, bend your knees, and inhale lift. And swan dive, release. And inhale lift. One more time. Swan dive, release. And inhale lift. Beautiful. On your exhale, bring your hands behind your back. Let your shoulders release. Soften into your knees and release your ribs to your thighs. Now let your head hang heavy here. And then as you lift your hips, just let your arms float off your lower back and reach to any degree away from your body. Then bend into your knees. Bring your fingertips to the floor and walk your hands forward. Find your plank pose. Tone into your belly space. So we're going to shorten our series here. Bring your right knee in. Push it back. Bring your left knee in. Push it back. Right knee down to the floor for table. Left foot to the back, right arm forward. Maybe right toes lift. Inhale. Exhale, take it out wide, away from your body. Inhale, reach it forward. Exhale, reach out wide. Inhale, reach out to front. Bring your left toe, right hand down. Step your right toe back. So here, maybe you bring your knees down or you stay on your toes. Elbows hug your ribcage. Hips soften, shoulders back. Maybe arms move a little forward. You're up dog or cobra. Inhale, lower down. No lizard hands this time. Move your hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your belly, press up from either knees or toes and into your down dog. Look back at your feet. Lift your heels, bend your knees, bring them to the floor. Slide your fingertips back. Then you re-lift your knees and you lift your hips. So we're back to that fold at the back of our mat. Head hanging heavy. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hands to your shins, a long spine, we lengthen. Then we soften the knees, but we keep our spine. Bring your hands to your thighs, press up and lift your heart forward. And then we take those arms out front and fold the elbows, supporting those glasses. Make sure your shoulders are still relaxed, belly toned. Exhale, lift your heels. Try to deepen into your hips without dropping your glasses. Then press back to your heels and wiggle your toes. Again, lift your heels, lower your hips, use those inner thighs to get that balance. Press back to your heels. Move your hands to your thighs, press all the way up. Stand in your mountain. Inhale, fill it up. Open your palms. Here's that swan dive. Sweep your fingertips toward the floor and then inhale, lift. Again, exhale, sweep, and inhale, lift. So that's just a release. This time we sweep and hold it low. Let your head hang heavy. Take a deep breath. Side away. And then we'll walk our hands forward again. We go through that series one more time. Long spine, shoulders away. Tone your belly. Left knee draws in. Left heel pushes back. Right knee draws in. And it pushes back. This time that left knee settles in table. Left arm forward, right leg to the back. Maybe left toes lift. Inhale. Exhale, sweep out away from your body. Inhale, reach out long. Exhale, sweep out wide. Inhale, reach out long. Bring that right toe, left hand down. Step your left foot back. Right, and then you choose to stay in plank or knee plank. Elbows hug your ribs. Hips soften, shoulders back.
Up dog or cobra, find your breath. Inhale, lower down. Again, hands move in alongside the ribs. Draw your belly away from the floor. Choose to come up with your knees or toes. Press up and into that down dog. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. Then we lift our heels, bring the knees to the floor. We slide our hands back. Then we lift the knees in that low squat and then into our forward fold. Chest heavy, knees are soft. Breath, inhale. Hands to your shins, a long spine we lengthen. We keep our long spine, but bend the knees, move the hands to the thighs. Lift the rib cage. Bring your arms out front. Fold those elbows, support those glasses. Then lift your heels. Try to deepen your hips. Feel like you're squeezing between your knees to hold your legs still. And then press back to your heels and wiggle your toes. One more. Heels up, tailbone low, inner thighs. Don't drop your glasses. Press back to your heels. Release your hands. Press, lift up. Full breath, inhale. Exhale, fingertips to the sky. Open your palms. And swan dive, release. Really soft. And fill it up. And let it go. And fill it up. This time, let it go into ragdoll. We'll just hang out here, nice and heavy head, soft, loose arms, breathing. And that's beautiful. This time, as you bring your fingertips to the floor, go ahead and bring your knees down. Bring your hips around, and any way you wish, come into a seat. So you want to have most of your mat behind you. And we're going to find that nice lifted rib cage. So bring your hands behind your knees. Find that tall spine. Now, reach around and grab your opposite hand. Then just pull your spine away. Let your chin soften. So really release your rib cage, release your spine. And then pull against your legs and lift up tall again. One more nice rounded spinal release, let it go. And then inhale, we lift. So here, as you make sure you have this nice triangle of your legs, we're going to lift our toes up and you're going to bring your arms up. Now, at any time during any roll up or roll down, remember you can always bring your hands behind your knees for support. Take a deep breath. So this time I want you to only slide your right leg out, okay? So often we do both. Today it's just one. So we inhale here, lift the rib cage. Then on your exhale, you start pushing your right heel as you round your spine down. Keep your left knee in. Reach your arms over the top of your head. Then sweep your arms forward. Make sure you're tucking your belly, lengthening your tailbone, look forward. Slide your right heel in as you come up. Nice, breath, inhale. This time left heel, exhale, push, round. Try to go nice and slow with that leg so it takes as long as it does to roll your spine down. Reach out, inhale. Sweep your arms forward, look at your right knee, tuck that belly. Exhale, pull that left heel in as you lift up. Nice. Exhale, push your right heel away. Inhale, reach over. Sweep your arms forward, tone your belly, draw that right leg in as you lift. One more time, left heel this side. Exhale, push and round. Inhale, reach. Sweep forward, look at your right knee, tuck your belly, round, that left heel comes in. Nice. Keep your feet planted to the floor, and then take your arms and reach up as high as you can. So we're lifting up onto our sits bones, stretching through the sides of the waist. Hold, inhale. And exhale. Then release your shoulders, bring your arms forward, lift your toes, push your right heel as you roll down. Now stay right here, reaching your arms over the top of your head. Left leg is bent in. You're going to do that belly tuck again. Now you're going to take your right leg and lift it up to the sky. So you're pointing your toe and reaching it up. Then you'll flex your right ankle and pull the heel down. Then point the toe and lift up. Now see if you're keeping your spine and your pelvis still. Pull that heel down. Point, lift it up. Flex, pull it down. One more time. Keep that belly toned in. Point, lift. Flex, pull down. Drop your right heel to the floor. Sweep your arms forward. Look at your left knee. Ready? Draw your belly. Slide your right heel in. Lift up top. Take those fingertips, reach up, lengthen the sides of the waist. Get as tall as you can from your sits bones to those fingertips. Nice active core. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders release, arms come forward, lift your toes. Slide your left heel up, push round. Inhale, reach. So we have our arms over the top, our right foot staying anchored. Draw your belly in. Now we want to get that tailbone lengthened well up. Away, that core drawn in. Take your left toe to the sky. Flex the ankle and pull it down, but don't let it touch the floor. Point the toe, lift it up, pull your belly in. Flex the ankle, pull it down. Point, lift the toe up. Flex, pull it back down. Keep your core still. Point, lift it up. And flex, pull it down. Let your left heel drop to the floor. Sweep your arms forward, look at your right knee. Tuck your belly. Pull that left heel in as you lift up. And then we'll continue to reach those arms up alongside the ears. Lift out of the sides of the waist. And breathe, inhale. And exhale. And then the arms come forward, lift your toes. Push your right heel round. Arms come over the top. Tone into that belly space. Now this time we'll take that right leg, reach it to the sky, and you're going to reach your left arm with it. So it's opposite arm and leg. I'm going to give you an option here to maybe lift your left foot off the floor, only maybe an inch. But if you lift your foot, you'll notice how you have to tighten your abs even further in order to hold that position. Then we'll flex that right ankle. You'll push that heel away and reach your left arm over the top. And then you point, lift it up. Flex, pull it down, arm and leg. Keep that spine and hip still, point, lift. Flex, pull down. One more time, point, lift up top. And flex, pull down. If your left foot is off the floor, lower it to the floor and lower your right heel. Sweep your arms forward, look at your left knee, draw that belly space. Ready, slide that heel in as you roll up. Last one, here we go. Lift, reach up top. Really lengthen the sides of the waist. Lift out of your chin. Release your shoulders. Bring your arms forward. Lift your toes. Push your left heel as you round. Inhale, reach over. Tone into your belly space, right? So belly draws in, spine and pelvis stay still. Left leg comes up to the sky, pointed toe. Right arm reaches straight up, shoulder blade flat to the floor. So again, to make it a little more challenging, maybe you lift your right foot off the floor. And maybe it comes back down when you need to. Ready? Extend the arm and leg out. Then point, lift back up. Hold that core still. Flex, pull the arm and leg down. Point, lift it up. Hold that core. Flex, pull it down. Point, lift it up. One more time. Flex, pull it down. Point, lift it up. This time you flex, pull it down. Right arm relaxes, right foot to the floor, and left heel down. Sweep your arms, tuck your belly, look at your right knee. Ready? Exhale, roll up. And you can always pull behind that knee for support. Slide that leg up. Hug the knees to your chest and release. Good work. Nice. Then we'll release our feet down. So just fold your legs, but don't cross your ankles. So have that front leg out so you don't have bone on bone. Take a nice deep breath. Then just let your fingertips fall forward. So wherever it works for you.
And then take your collarbones and send them straight forward. And then let your fingertips move forward to any degree. We want our sits bones to reach down and back. We want the top of the head to reach toward your hands. Now, if you feel your shins or ankles are crossed, move that front leg further out away from your body. Maybe shift your rib cage a little bit here. Try to get nice and deep into the hip and take a deep breath. And side away. Then walk your hands in, lift your torso, reach your fingertips to the sky and switch which leg you have in front. Find that tall spine again, try not to cross bone on bone. Let your fingertips just drop. We want our shoulders to be relaxed, but then we lift our heart, collarbones go straight out front to start. We move our fingertips out for support, and then we work towards deepening it with each breath. Again, maybe a little shifting side to side. Feel that stretch move throughout the hips. Feel the top of your head reaching forward. Breathe in and exhale. One more breath, inhale and exhale. Then we'll gently walk our hands back up through the middle and roll your shoulders back. All right. Let's do some side body work. We're going to roll over. I'm going to be on my left side. If one side is more convenient for you to see, then you're welcome to do the other side. So remember, anytime we do this side body work, that bottom arm, either with your palm open, head rested on your bicep, or you can fold the elbow in and support your neck there, or you can prop it up. You want to make sure you keep your chin up your chest. You want to make sure you don't get your chin dropping in, because then it just takes that neck out of alignment. All right. So either arm position, then we draw the belly space. We try to lengthen the side of the body. So the rib cage is lifted, it's nice and long. Your top hand, either in front of your hip for support, on top of your hip, or up to the sky. Then we'll lift both legs. If you feel like you're on that lower hip bone, tilt your hips a little bit forward until you're off that bone. Then take your lower leg forward, take your top leg back. This is side scissor. Exhale, switch your legs. Inhale, switch, stretching your legs in each direction. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Keeping that core brace. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. And we're trying to keep our rib cage from rocking. Trying to keep it still. So you have your core brace. You're only working from your hips. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Now bring your legs to meet and lower them to the floor. Re-brace the sides of your waist, toning it in. That arm is wherever it works for you. You're going to lift both legs just a little bit, and then you're going to keep your lower leg lifted just that small amount, and you'll take your top leg up. Point your toe. Now start with some nice small circles going forward. So we can start them out small, but we feel like we're working as evenly in front and behind the hip that we can. Then we'll make it a little bigger. Then you might start feeling it a little more. Now see if you can make it a little bit bigger. Can you work through that full rotation of your hip, wherever that is for you? 2 more. 1 more. And lower that leg down. Let both legs release and take a deep breath. Now lift both legs up again. You're going to try to keep that lower leg where it is. You'll lift your top leg up higher, and you start small circles going backwards. Again, make sure you're working equally behind your body and in front of your body. Circle lift, circle lift, circle lift. Now can you make it a little bigger? Circle lift. And anytime you need to take a break from these should fatigue your hip fairly quickly. Circle lift. Now those big ones. Ready? Work through that hip joint. How big can your circle be?
Try to keep your tempo smooth all the way through that circle. Lift, and one more time, circle, and let it go. Bend your knees. Say ha. Roll over to your back. So if you were on your left side, your right hip is your tired hip now. You're going to bring that leg into your chest. Your left leg will then slide away. And of course, if you were on your right side, you'll bring your left knee in here. Then your left hand is going to come across that right knee. You'll bring your right arm out to the side, and then you'll lift that hip up and bring it over to that left side. Now turn your head and look over your back shoulder. Should feel a nice stretch through the side and the back of that hip into your lower back. So as you inhale, remember that's when we put more weight into that thigh to get a deeper stretch. And then as we exhale, we try to soften the muscles around the joint and let them relax. Then inhale, we try to deepen the stretch again. And exhale, we try to bring it release. We'll do that one more time. Inhale, create a deeper stretch. And exhale, feel it release. Roll over to your back. Bring in that right leg in. Hug both knees into your chest and maybe move through your lower back space a little bit. Go ahead and release your feet down to the floor and then stretch your whole body out. Take a full body stretch. And exhale it away. All right, we're gonna roll right over to the other side. So if you did left side with me, we're going right side now. And again, you'll adjust that bottom arm, choosing what position is working best for you. And then you'll lengthen the sides of the waist and draw in that belly space. Find that position for that top hand in front of the hip, on top of the hip, or reaching to the sky. Then lift both legs up. Try to find that stable position. Make sure you're off that hip bone. And then we'll take our bottom leg forward, our top leg back for scissors. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Now try to stabilize through your ribs so that they don't rock forward and back. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try to stretch them out in each direction. Exhale, switch. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the legs together. Lower them to the mat. Take a deep breath and then re-engage that core. Lengthen the sides of the waist. Draw the belly in. Lift both legs up just a little bit. Keep your lower leg where it is. Take your top leg a little higher. We start those small circles forward. Circle lift, circle lift. And again, try and go equally in front of and behind the hip. It's easier to circle to the front, so we have to use other muscles to get behind our hips. So we got to force that leg back. Circle lift, and lift, and lift. Now make it a little bigger. Circle lift. Really push that heel back. Try to keep that rib cage, those hips still. Circle push. Ready? Here are those big ones. Circle lift, push. Try to work through your full hip joint wherever that works for you. Circle lift, circle lift, circle lift. One more, circle lift. Lower both legs down. We stay there for a breath. And then we re-engage that core, lift the legs a little bit again, and then the top leg a little higher. We reverse our circles, small, tight circles to start. Keeping that body still, using that core space. Circle lift, and give the leg a rest anytime you need to. Ready? Medium-sized circle. Circle lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift, and lift. All right, ready? Big ones. Circle lift. Work through it. Circle lift. Circle lift, and lift, and one more lift, and lower, release. Give your knees a little softness, a little bend. Roll over to your back. So if you were just on your right side, or you know which side is your fatigue side, you'll hug that knee into your chest and extend the other leg out. Just enjoy that start of a stretch by hugging the knee in, feeling that release through the lower back into the glutes. And then you use your right hand across the outside of the knee, left arm out to the side. You draw that knee up and over. Again, you bring weight to the outside of the thigh. You turn your head and look over your back shoulder. Inhale creates a deeper stretch. Exhale, you let it release. Inhale, you deepen the stretch. Exhale, feel the release. Inhale, deepen the stretch. Exhale, feel it release. One more time. Can you get a little deeper into that hip? Inhale. And exhale. Roll to your back. Draw both knees in and give that lower back some nice release. Maybe side to side or maybe circles. And then we'll bring our feet to the floor and lengthen, stretch the whole body. Inhale and exhale. And then as you walk your knees in, bring your hands behind your knees. Draw your chin to your chest, and we're just going to do that roll up forward, kick the heels, and come forward. Bring the bottoms of your feet together. Let your knees drop out in butterfly. So remember, you can have your hands behind your back to help lift your heart and reach your torso forward, or you can reach your hands to the front, grabbing your feet, and work it forward from there, wherever it feels best for you. Let your outer knees reach down toward the floor. Let your torso reach forward. Then as you release, just shake out your legs a little bit, and then bring your knees up front. So we're going to finish with a little bit of standing yoga and some balance work. Usually I get like, boo, yes, balance. It's good for us. All right, so after you've come forward, just go ahead and plant those feet at hip distance space. Maybe rock through your feet a couple of times just to remind our feet, those arches to open up. Spread your toes. Let your arms go heavy and let your head hang heavy. And then just take a deep breath and let it go. Then bring your hands up to above your knees. Tuck your chin. Think like a cat spine as you round your spine up. Pull your shoulders away and reach your fingertips down toward the floor. So we want to try to spread our toes nice and wide so we have as much surface of our feet that we can, right? So we're using the full surface. And then we'll take a deep breath and inhale, fill it up. So release your shoulders away from your ears. And then tone into your belly space and bring your hands to your heart. Bring your weight over to your left side. And then you're going to just take your right foot and step it straight back. So we have that nice triangle of our feet. And we'll let the shoulders release away. Now fold 3 fingers, like our index finger is pointed up. And then take your arms and reach straight up to the sky. Lift out of the side of your waist. Now, see if you can make your feet super strong here and create just a stillness in your body. Now, see if your left hand can draw your right side just a little bit over to the left. Keep your feet and hips even, but round the ribcage over. Then inhale, lift up. Try to keep those steady feet. Can your right hand draw that left side over a little? Keeping your ears and biceps aligned the best that you can. Then inhale, lift up top. Bring your hands back to your heart. Let your shoulders release and bend into your left knee. As you lift your right foot up, you're going to send your toe to the back. Take your right arm and reach up to the sky and let your left arm come behind your back. Now try to lift that right foot as you bend the knee in. Then sweep your right hand back and see if you can reach toward your right foot with your right hand. Your palm is open. Some of you will be able to grab onto that foot. Hold, inhale, and exhale. Then we release our right side and you step that right foot back. So here, our toes are now pointed into this front corner and our right heel is on the floor. So it's about a 45-degree angle. You bend into your left knee and reach your arms up to the sky. This is warrior one pose. Should feel like your right heel really has to reach to stay down. If you're too short in your stance, crawl your left toes a little forward. We want our hips to be square to the front. We take a breath in. Then we lift our right heel and turn it open. Release your arms forward and back. So this is now triangle. Right toes pointed to the side, left toes pointed forward. Hinge off your left hip crease and let that left arm lower to your shin and reach your right hand to the sky. Now lift out of that left hip and slide your left hand down to any degree. We're trying to stack our shoulders and lengthen the back of that left leg. Then we rebend that left knee. Lift your torso up, reach your hands to the sky for gentle warrior. Now take your left toes and turn them to face the same way as your right. So we're in our straddle legs. Bring your hands into your hip crease. Then you're going to fold your rib cage right down into that hip crease, but we're keeping our legs pushing away from each other. Then slide your hands down either to your shins, your ankles, or bring your hands to the floor. Lift out of your hips and find that length through the back of both legs. Take a deep breath. Now on your exhale, you're going to walk your hands to the right. You're going to turn both of your feet so they're now facing that back edge of your mat. Nice. Now here, we're going to bring our hands to our right thigh, and you're going to lift your heart forward. Now we're going to go back to where we start. Take your fingertips up to the sky. Bring your weight onto your right foot. So shift your weight forward, drag that left toe in. Beautiful. Take your right arm and let it relax across your lower back. You're going to lift your left toes up, hips tall. And then as you bend that left leg in, you'll sweep your left arm back. Your palm is open. This is dancer pose, by the way. And then you can either just reach back toward it or maybe grab onto the top of that foot. See if you can lift your heart up and forward. Hold, inhale. Exhale, release your left hand. Take your left foot, step it back. Maybe widen it. Bring that left heel to the floor, and your left toes are pointing toward that front right corner. If your left hip is rotated back, square it back to the front. Bend into your right knee and reach your fingertips to the sky for warrior one. So that left heel should really be reaching back. So crawl your right toes further forward if you're getting an easy reach there. Hold, inhale. Then we push off that right leg. Take your left toes and turn them open, 45 degrees. Release your arms. I guess it's 90 degrees. Hinge off your right hip crease and reach right. Bring that right hand down, left arm up, lift out of that right hip. Looking up toward the sky. Hold, inhale. This is that triangle. Exhale. Nice work. Then we bend our right knee. Move that right hand up, pull that left arm back. Turn your right toes back into straddle. So both toes facing forward.
hips lifted. Maybe this time you heel toe your feet a little wider if your hamstrings can tolerate that. Hands in your hip crease, and then you just hinge straight forward. The top of your head is reaching straight out, your spine is long, hips are lifted. And then maybe you slide your hands down your shins, or to your ankles, or down to the floor. Now you let your head hang heavy. Hold, inhale. Keep those hips lifted, and exhale. Inhale, bring your fingertips to the front, lengthen your spine, and we're going to walk our whole body back to the left. Shift your hips back and step your right foot forward. Bring your hands to your knees again. Tuck your chin and round your spine up. Pull your shoulders away. Beautiful. All right. Shoulders back. Inhale, we fill it up. Again, you fold 3 fingers. Bring your hands to your heart. Relax your shoulders away. Bring your weight to your left foot. Take your right foot to step back. Right foot back. Bend into your left knee. So we're going to give it round 2 here. All right, so I'll show you some ways to increase the difficulty. You take it where you'd like. Bend into your left knee. Take those fingertips up to the sky. Bring your weight to your left foot. Then you release your right hand. This time we're going to keep our left arm up. Right, so back here, it was a little easier, a release shoulder position. Here, we're a little stronger, lifting out of the heart. Then that right arm and leg, reach back. Maybe you grab on, you don't have to. But then we're going to try to lift our heart and lift our gaze upward. So we're creating a little more of a back bend this time. Breathe in and exhale. Release your right hand and leg. Step your right foot back. Bring that right heel down to the floor. Now, if that right hip is rotated open, square it back to the front. Bend into your left knee and reach your arms up, warrior 1 pose. Hold, inhale. Then we lift the right heel, we turn our hip open, release our arms forward and back for triangle, hinge to your left, reach your left arm down, right arm up, trying to stack those shoulders, lift out of left hip. Beautiful. Bend your left knee, slide your left hand up above the knee, push up and turn your left toes to straddle. So both toes facing the front. Hands to your hip crease, we hinge forward with that long spine. Slide your hands down to any degree and then let your head hang heavy. Breathe in and exhale. Then bring your fingertips back down to the floor and walk your body to the right. We're going to shift our hips back and step the left foot to meet the right. So we meet back at the back of our mats now. Hands to your knees. Tuck your chin and round your spine up. Shoulders back. All right, let's repeat it on this side. Inhale, reach both arms up. Fold 3 fingers. Bring your weight to your right foot, send your left foot back. Bend into your right knee a little bit. Lift your heart up. Keep your right arm reaching to the sky, fingertips to the sky. Lift your left toes to the back and then sweep that left side back. So we're going into that dancer pose. Maybe you get that ankle grab. You'll push the left leg away, but then you're trying to lift your heart and move your gaze upward. Nice. Hold, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, release your left side. Take that right foot, take a giant step back. Drop your heel to that 45 degrees. Square your hips to the front. Bend your right knee. And then reach your torso back. Reaching those arms over the top of your head. Reaching that heel to the floor. Inhale, press straight up. Turn your left toes open to 90 degrees. Release your arms forward and back. Hinge off your right hip crease. Drop your right hand down. Reach your left arm up for triangle. Try to lift out of that right hip so you get that full stretch. Then we bend the right knee, move your right hand to your right thigh. Lift your torso up, turn your right toes back to straddle, hands to your hip crease, and hinge forward. Maybe slide your hands down, and then let your head and chest get heavy, but we keep our legs lifted and long. Breathe, inhale, and exhale. Bring your fingertips back down, walk to your left, bring your right knee down, move your hands to your right so you can move your left leg away. Sit back into your hero legs, shoulders right. Just take a nice long breath, inhale, and exhale. Beautiful. Bring your hips to the side and sweep your legs around. Keep your right foot on the inside of your left thigh and let your left leg lengthen out. Reach your fingertips to the sky. Now your right side is going to stretch taller than your left. Your left elbow is going to lower to the inside of your knee. And then you'll reach that right arm over toward your left toes. Turn that right palm open and look underneath. See if you can stretch a little further. Breathe in. Exhale, release your right hand up. Bring your left arm out. Now you're going to turn your whole body to the left. Bring your right hand to the outside of your left leg, your left arm back, and look over your left shoulder. Tall through your spine. Inhale, come back through your center and rotate to your right. Bring in your left hand across your right knee. Inhale back through your center. Switch your legs. Left foot on the inside, right foot extended, arms to the sky. And then the left side grows taller than the right. And the right shoulder and elbow release to the inside of that right leg. That left arm reaches up and over. Then turn the palm and look under. Then see if you can lengthen a little bit further. Inhale. And exhale. Pull that left arm up. Move your right arm out. We turn the whole body to the right. Drop the right fingertips back. Back of left hand to the outside of that right leg. And then try to nudge that right shoulder back. Look to your right. Inhale through your center. Exhale, rotate to your left. Right hand across the knee, left hand behind. Look over the left shoulder. And then inhale back to your center. Find any seat that feels nice for you. If you want to go butterfly legs, folded, crisscross, whatever works. Let your shoulders release away from your ears. Find that full length through the back of your head. Let your shoulders soften. Maybe you bring thumb to touch fingertip. That's just a relaxing pose for your hands. Settles your mind. Take a deep breath, inhale. And exhale. With your next inhale, reach your fingertips to the sky. Exhale, move your hands to your heart space. And with a gentle bow forward, we say namaste. Thank you, everyone. Great work. So remember, no class on Monday for Indigenous Person Day.